Grey Power 60 here. Welcome to Tea With Me Tuesday. Oh, I'm really enjoying my tea tonight because it's my second cup today. Let's see what kind this one is. This is Royal Albert Bone China Summertime Series. And this is the plate, the little saucer. And this is the cup. I'm going to turn it this way because I usually drink the other way. This is very pretty. So I gave a hint about my what I wanted to talk about today. In my haul yesterday, I did another haul today. Ugh. Stop spending. That's what I have written down here. Stop spending. Anyway, so I was going through stuff. I was watching some great TED Talks. I was, enjoying myself last night and came up with some great ideas. What stimulates your mind and what perks your interests and things like that. And, I just love learning new things. I love it. I love learning things about life, not necessarily like how to use my phone or a new app on your phone and things like that, but things that interest me anyway. And I was watching the Red Table Talks. I love watching those. Those are really good. I watch those on Facebook. And I started thinking, and I wasn't feeling well the other day, and I was thinking, oh, I already talked about, what do you do? What do I do when I'm sick? And, making sure mom's eating well and things like that. And then I started watching some other things, and you know how things go, you just I get tired of watching my regular YouTube people. There wasn't really much new. There's about 3 or 4 channels that I watch faithfully, maybe 5. 2 of them are family. One is living in a van, and the other 2 are crafters. And there are a few others, like maybe 4 or 5 others that I also like to watch once in a while, but I think we're all kind of getting into a rut. And so anyway, I was starting to feel like, because I had spent a lot this month on craft things, all these great ideas, all these big ideas, all of these, what I was going to do and what I wanted to do and the great ideas I had. And then I tried a couple and they were total failures. And it got me kind of discouraged. So I said to myself, well, take a break for a day or two. So, basically I took a couple of days because the video I did on Friday, I actually created that card, the one with the border. I actually created that card, I think it was last Tuesday or Wednesday. I gotta have some tea. And then I was looking at my room and I was thinking, and I'm looking around here and I'm looking at things and I'm looking at things. And God knows, because I don't, suddenly I was watching TED Talks, and they have a news feed. You're watching one and there's these other things that come up like anything else when you're watching YouTube. And there were some minimalists, get rid of that crap stuff. What was some of the title? I forget some of the titles. Anyway, When is enough enough? That was one of my favorites. And you have to judge when enough is enough, and you've got to realize what is sentimental and what is practical. What are you keeping because of something you feel that somebody else will feel bad if you get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. All of this decluttering, all of this is going through my mind because I have all that stuff in my room that I have been purchasing. And I almost, or did I buy it? Yes, I did. And I wish I had known about it sooner. I sent away for a miniature, gosh, I can't even remember the name of it. Instead of the big shot, a die cut machine, a miniature one, a small one that, because I do a lot of small things, I don't do a lot of big stuff. So the big one that I have is a real pain in the neck to go down on the floor because I don't have tables. I don't have the room. And everything is kind of all over the place. And I'm buying and I'm saying, okay, this is for my craft fair in the fall, and this is for my projects that I'm going to be doing during Christmas in July. And I've got these things kind of all, but they're not organized. And what crafter is organized? What crafter? There are some, and I think they just I think they clean up the craft room just when they're doing videos, because when I'm crafting, I got stuff all over. So as I was saying, so I was watching these minimalists and these different reasons why these different people did these different things. And they came from all walks of life, from, someone making, six figures, the 100,000s or more, to people that are, younger. And I was thinking of one of the things one of the young fellas said, and he equated minimalism with death. I wish I could remember his name. I didn't write it down. Really. And it's true. And I've been thinking about it a lot. Okay. What happened to him was his mom passed away, which was really sad. But he had to go into her home and sort through things, right? And he sorted, and his mom kept everything. She had 4 boxes of when he was a child, from grade 1 to grade 4, all his papers, all his artwork, all his things, I can't remember if he was an only child or if there was 2 of them, but anyway. And she had antiques, and she had knickknacks, and she had photographs and paintings, and so on and so on and so forth. And the job that he had to do to go through and sort through his mom's things was an eye-opener for him. Why do we need all this stuff? Why do I need all this stuff? A lot of it doesn't give me comfort anymore. I've had them for years and years and years. The only thing is my crafts. God help my daughter and my son with the craft stuff when I pass. If I pass suddenly in the next week, they are going to cringe because I have so much. And that's not counting the locker room downstairs. So I thought about what he had to go through, and I was looking around and thinking, there are some things that belong to my mom that I'm sure wouldn't bother her to get rid of, because she really doesn't remember a lot of stuff anymore. Right behind me here on this, in this curio cabinet right behind me, are What do you call those dolls? Royal Dalton. Royal Dalton. My stepfather, I think, gave her one for the first 10 years they were together or something. I can't remember now. And then they said enough was enough, I suppose, because she's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, she's got more. Anyway. And I was thinking maybe we should, maybe sell them. But then what if somebody in the family wants them? So I've got this sort of, what am I going to do stuff. So in thinking of that, I was thinking of all the stuff I was bringing in, all the spending I was doing, all the hauls I was doing, thinking of all of this, wouldn't it be great to live in a place that's just bare minimum, like I guess the Chinese, I think it's Japanese, have such clean stuff, but I don't like it to be sterile. I like it to be cozy and comfortable, but I just don't want a lot of knickknacks. I don't want a lot of clutter. And I didn't have a lot for a long time. And of course, as you get into crafting, you start doing things, you start looking at thrift stores, you start saying, wow, I could make something out of that, and I could do this, and all of a sudden you're becoming a hoarder, and basically crafters are hoarders. We are, because we see what is the possibilities of that object. And then, it's hard to get rid of things afterwards. And that's the whole point too. How do unless for me, I've got my craft fair, but I can't, I'm going to have a yard sale this year with my daughter. I was supposed to do it last year and I didn't. I just didn't get organized. I got sick and things, things happened, right? So then I started thinking, I've got so much stuff, and I've got so many projects in my head. I've written a few down, finally written a few down. And I put the, on YouTube, when I watch a video that I really, really wanted, I've got some DIYs. I saved them in there because otherwise I'm going to forget of that great project. And if I see something really, really great, I got to try it right away. Because these are all new to me. I mean, it may be old hat to a lot of people, but for me, it's new. And when it's new for me, and it helps me become creative, and it helps me go through stuff, I want to do it. So, long-winded story around what I was watching, why I came to this conclusion. I've decided to challenge myself to not spending 1 penny in the month of May on anything to do with crafts. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. If I run out of something, I'm going to have to use something else. I'll have to substitute it or do that project in June. But for the month of May, I'm going to be getting my stuff done outside. I've got planting to do. I've got some plants here, some flowers here that are growing like crazy. I am so excited because I've never planted bulbs before. I always planted seeds and they died because I didn't water them. Which reminds me here, I've got to, I wonder if those are in too much heat. Sorry for knocking it over. I want to show you what I have here. And of course I did it with one hand. Ugh. See the water? I bought this set where you put the water in, then you put the seeds in, and then you cover it, and it's like a little greenhouse. But I don't know if it's supposed to be in direct sunlight or not. But anyway, so I've got my plants to do. I've got that to do. So for the month of May, aside from a few, crafts that I want to do, I want to get my sort of balcony really prettied up because that's where Mom and I sit a lot of times. We sit outside because we get the morning sun here, but by about 11 o'clock, we start getting shade. 12 o'clock, because the sun rises there and it goes over there. Anyway, so it's cool enough for us to sit outside. So I've decided that I cannot spend any more money until I start using up what I have. And the more I bring in, the more things I want to do, and then they get put aside, and then something else comes up, and then I want to do that. So my challenge for myself is for the month of May, not only crafts, no Dollar Tree, no Dollarama, no Michael's. I don't care if it's a 60% off, 70% off at Michael's. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go. I am not going to buy, there's not going to be any non-essential purchases. We're going to do our groceries, of course, and with groceries, we don't really eat a lot of processed foods. I was going to say we're trying to cut out, I made a list, we're trying to cut out processed foods, but to be honest, we really don't, or do we? Do we or don't we? I'll have to think about that, but I really don't think we eat a lot of processed foods. Anyway, I will, go through my groceries. We haven't been going to bingo that often. I was going to say try and cut back on bingos. Mom loves it, and it's hard not to take her. She wanted to go today, and I was running around because Michael still had a big sale on, and there was these $3 items I wanted to get because I thought about these great packages of spa things that I could put together. And anyway, so we're going to try and cut out processed foods. I am really going to try and stop drinking pop. I've been drinking pop like crazy. It's no wonder my, teeth are all starting to rot. Which is another thing I've got to take care of pretty soon. I've been putting it off because I needed new winter tires. Now I need new summer tires. And, these things are very expensive. And when you're living on a budget, kind of, I need new glasses. But anyway. So, no junk food. No drinking more water. That's the other thing. So I've challenged myself, first of all, no purchase. And I know I had a couple of comments from people saying, oh, I love your hauls. I gotta use up what I have. I have to use up what I have. I've got to be more conscious of what I have and work on the projects that I bought them for. But it's just when you see such a great deal, you just, I have to buy it, Anyway. When you see a great deal and you know that in the fall you're not going to be able to get that deal. Anyway, so for my challenge for the month of May, I got a couple of days, don't I? I got one more day. Yes, one more day. I have to think about it. Of shopping. And then that's it. That's it. So I have to really look and make sure I've got all my tape, I've got all my glue, I do actually. I have plenty of everything. Start putting things into some sort of order. I still have all that Christmas stuff. Remember the grab bags I got from Michael's for Christmas, the Christmas stuff? I've got it there. I've been thinking of trying to sell them online. We have a marketplace here in the city. Everybody has a marketplace, I guess, on Facebook. I was thinking of trying to sell them there. I could sell them on Kijiji, but it's to me, buying on Kijiji is not it's not always a good thing. They want zero for everything. I mean, they don't want to spend more than $5 for a $500 item, right? So and that's why I was thinking it might be really, really great if we could have a yard sale this year. So I'm going to try and organize that because I'm not going to be buying in May. There's another project for me. Oh God, as if I need another. But there is one purchase that I am going to be making, and I'm hoping to do it tomorrow. I'm going to see if I'm going to go to IKEA and see about getting one of those cubed units so I need something to store it. I need stuff to be stored, and I need a piece of furniture. So it's not like Dollar Tree or Dollarama or something. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow so it'll be under the wire and I won't, oh no, I'm going to have to do that today. Anyway, the challenge, and I've got to keep all my receipts for every single thing that I buy that is not part of the essentials. So I know I said no non-essential purchases, but once in a while there is something that I need to buy. Well, they're always essential. So I don't know. I'm talking myself into this, aren't I? Anyway, guys, that is what I am up to after watching these minimalists and listening to that young fella talking about having to clean out his mom's house and storing it all in a storage unit, and then realizing after a while, why keep it? Why not donate it to people that need it? Why not give? So how do crafters do it? How can we become minimalists? I don't mean minimalists, but minimize. How can we do it? I don't know. But I'm going to try. The month of May, the challenge for myself. If I fall off the wagon, I know I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fall off the wagon. I was trying to think of a punishment. I was trying to think of a punishment for myself. Oh my God. No. That's it. The month of May. No Dollar Tree. No Dollarama. No Michael's. I forgot a store. No multi-crafts. Oh my gosh. I'm going to just die. They had a few things there that I wanted. For the month of May, not even my multi-craft store. You guys got to help me because I'm going to need all the support I can get. Oh, I forgot about that store. That's my favorite store. I go rummaging through there. I find things. Oh my God. There's stuff that I bought that I never showed you guys. And I'm not going to because I can't show you anything. No Dollar Tree hauls, no hauls, no hauls. Thanks for joining me. Please support me. Support me. Give me a thumbs up if you think I can do it. Don't do that, because then you'll give me a thumbs down when you think I can't. No. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this Tea With Me Tuesday as I challenge myself to not do any Dollarama, Dollar Tree, Michael's, multi-craft store purchases for the month of May. That's going to be hard. I wonder how much money I'll save. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.